Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to show you a breakdown of two trades that I took today that played out absolutely perfect. There are faster recordings, or I did put on my shorts tab on my YouTube channel, the sped up version of the trades that I took. So me reviewing it, it's not showing since it's end of day. It's not showing my executions from earlier. That's why they're not on the chart, but my fair value gaps are still here. So I just want to break down these trades really quickly for you guys so you can understand it and start taking just more high quality trades. One thing that I did too is I opened up a school group. It is free. You guys don't have to pay anything. I do live trading on here. Here's a calendar to join that. There's a classroom where I'm going to be putting a bunch of other videos, and there's a community tab so you can basically say what up to everyone in the group chat. Everyone can comment, like it, bunch of good stuff in there. Like I said, it's free. So going over today's trade, I was trading later in the New York session, was trading NQ and the Y, or NQ and YM, and I was on the 1 minute time frame. I have kind of been bouncing back from the 30-second to the 1 minute, but I've been liking the 1 minute lately with how the market conditions are at this point in time. So I saw the price was in a very clear downtrend. We had these lower lows form, lower highs. I eventually saw, as I was pulling up to the markets this morning, I saw that we had this lower low form. And in this lower low that previously broke our previous lower low right here, I saw that price had made this fair value gap. Now it's important when you guys are looking at these lower lows and lower highs, two things. First off, if I have a previous lower high like this one, I don't want my next lower high to go higher than that previous lower high. Notice how this lower high right here didn't go above this previous one. Next thing is you want to make sure the new lower low, a body or a candle, I should say, the body of the candle closes lower than the previous lower low. So we can see on this candle right here, the body of it actually closed lower than this previous lower low. So as this lower low is formed, I saw that we had a fair value gap formed. One, two, three candles from the first candle's low to the third candle's high. This rectangle or a fair value gap is printed. And if you guys want to know more about fair value gaps, I do have a ton of other videos on my channel. You can type in Colt Steph on the search bar, fair value gap, and a video will pop up. So I saw that we had this FEG, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go short. But at the time that I was in the market, I was looking at it right at this candle. I went short as it retraded into it. I had my stops right above this candle's high right here. So pretty much at this previous high. I just didn't think price was going to go above the first candle of the fair value gap. So I was like, I'm going to just keep my stop loss low. Like this is the current lower high. I don't think it's going to go lower than that. And literally within minutes, this thing just tanked to the downside. Caught a really good trade. And to get my exit on that trade, you guys are probably asking, as I went to the 15-minute time frame. Initially, I drew out, I think it was, no, it was this high I originally went for on the trade. So if I go back to the 1 minute time frame, originally I wanted price to gravitate to this low right here, which it did. But I was in this trade and I said, you know what? This is perfect. This is the profit that I needed to end the day for what I'm actually looking for in my trading. And everything played out perfectly on that trade right there. And there's even another fair value gap right here that was printed, price traded into it, then moved away to the downside. Next trade that I took, I was trading during a little bit later at around 3:30 p.m. EST. So about an hour and a half before the market closed today. And I saw the price was once again, it basically bottomed out. The market had like this V bottom right here. It came down, hit this low, then started to trend up, and we started seeing a lot more clearer market structure right here and forward. So I initially saw that we were in this nice uptrend. I was like, okay, I know I told you guys in the other video, like I don't like to trade ranges or expansions like this where there's multiple fair value gaps being printed. But ideally, I pulled up to the markets and I was going long off this candle already. So I saw this spinning top close and I was like, dude, this thing is already pushing up. There's so much momentum. And I got it on this candle. And I ended up going long and I was up a good amount of money right here. But my take profit initially, I zoomed out and my take profit was right up here. That's where I was aiming at this previous high. So we can mark that up. Oops. So I initially went in longs off this candle and then it went up. I was in good profit. I was like, oh, dude, after this candle, it's going to smash my TP. So you guys can see it's already so close to this high up here. I was like, all right, I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to trail my stop loss to my entry. I trailed stops to my entry and this thing collapsed to the downside. And I was like, okay, I just got stopped out. Ideally, like that's where my entry was. I'm very confident in this trade. There is this fair value gap right here. Maybe price will retrade in this fair value gap. I hope it doesn't go down to this one or even this one right here, but I don't think it's going to. I know it's going to go up. And I just had that gut feeling. I listened to it, went long in here off one of these candles inside this fair value gap, and then I just aimed for this previous high. Instead of going for this high, which it hit, I just went for this high. I was like, do you know what? I already lost this trade, or I didn't lose it. It was at break even, but it was my third trade of the day, and I don't like going super risky. If I've already had a good day, I kind of like to tend to take my risk down. So that's exactly what I did. Didn't enter too many contracts and then went long right here and boom, order was filled right here within a couple of minutes. And that's ideally what you should be seeing off these fair value gaps is when price hits it, it's not going lower than the fair value gap. It's hitting it, tap dancing around, and then boom, just explodes. So the way that I think of these fair value gaps is like a trampoline. Let's say you jump on the trampoline right here, you boom, you jump, you go up, jump, you go up, you jump, you go up, you jump, you go up. So it's kind of like a springboard. You want to see price hit these fair value gaps and boom, move away. That's exactly what I did for this other trade too. Like, look at the move away right here. This candle is massive. It just flushes to the downside. So those are the two trades I took, guys. If you want to join the school group, like I said, you guys can join. There's a link in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Not a lot of people made it to the end of the video, but you did. Make sure you share this video with a friend. Also, comment below. I want to know who you guys are and how I can help you guys out with your trading. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping weekly videos every single week on trading to help you guys out. Look forward to seeing you guys soon.